Okay, here. Let me give each of you an earpiece so you can hear me good. My question, how many people in our group? How many? 8? Okay, could you please hand each of them an earpiece? That's 5. Okay, so.
Thanks.
So you didn't have it yet. Okay. So you need to wear this around your neck and put this earpiece into your ear hole. Sorry, you need to press this button for 3 to 5 seconds. Okay? 3 to 5 seconds to turn it on. Yeah. It will work better on the left ear, either left or right. For me, the left ear is better. Okay, check. Can you hear me? Okay, very nice. The size of the Forbidden City is 72 hectares. 72 hectares, that is equivalent to the size of 100 football fields. That's the size of the Forbidden City, which accommodates 9,317 rooms altogether in this huge complex. If our boy wants to experience one individual room on a daily basis, it's going to take 25 years to experience one individual room in the Forbidden City. Okay? Let me show you this map. You see, this is the map of the Forbidden City. Do you know where we are now?
Yeah, over there.
Here. Right here, this gate. We just enter in this gate. It's called the Meridian Gate. The emperor thought that his residence was built along this meridian line, and that's why the gate stands at the southern end of this line. It's called the Meridian Gate. Okay, and most important buildings. Thank you, sir. Most important buildings were built along the central axis. This is our major traveling route to see the most important ones. But today is very windy. They closed all the doors of those major palaces. Even they open the doors to the public, we cannot walk into the palace. That means we cannot give those beautiful furniture displayed in those palaces very clearly, very good look. That's why our tour will start from a furniture hall here, where 300 beautiful furniture displayed. They are very similar to the furniture displayed along the central axis. All right, so 300 beautiful furniture first. They are all the original furniture originated from the Qing dynasty, from 300 years ago. And the Forbidden City divided into 2 parts, the outer court and the inner court. The outer court refers to those 3 major palaces where the emperor celebrated their birthdays, the winter solstice, the Chinese New Year, and they didn't come to this area very often, say 3 or 4 times a year. They spent most of their time in the inner court in this area where they were hanging out with their families, like empresses, consort, concubines, and pretty ladies back in the days. So they spend most of their time in this area, in the inner court. And the construction of the Forbidden City started in 1406 and completed in 1420. So what is the age of the Forbidden City? Completed from 1420 till now. How old is the Forbidden City?
600 years.
605 years. Okay, and 605 years old, the Forbidden City. Among those long period, 500 years, used as the living residence for those emperors. Pretty much all of them, they live in the Forbidden City besides those first 2, over 500 years. And then 100 years used as a palace museum, because the whole complex opened to the public in 1925 as a palace museum. That's why the Forbidden City has 2 names, Forbidden City and the Palace Museum. Okay, 500 years Forbidden City, 100 years the Palace Museum. Those 2 emperors lived in Nanjing, the former capital city of the Ming Dynasty. Nanjing, yeah.
Xi'an was the first.
Before that, yeah, the first one. There are many dynasties listed in our feudalistic period. and many dynasties. Those two, Ming and Qing, are the two latest dynasties. And the first one, the city you just visited, Xi'an, that's the capital city of the first feudalistic dynasty in Chinese history, 2,200 years ago. So those dynasties are Qin, Han, Jin, Sui, Tang, Song, Yuan, Ming, and Qing. Ming and Qing are the two latest ones. Those two emperors, when they established the Ming dynasty, they lived in Nanjing. And the third emperor in the Ming dynasty who moved the capital from Nanjing to Beijing in 1420. This emperor who built the Forbidden City, and started from him, all of those Ming emperors lived in the Forbidden City until 1644. This is the door sill or threshold we are supposed to step over, not standing on those door sill, okay?
Okay.
Which is serving the purpose of those, the superstitious purpose. The purpose of those door sill or threshold was to keep those evil spirits out of the building and also protect your family fortunes from sneaking away. Yeah, we can take a picture here with the door at the background. This is the best traveling season in Beijing. April, May, September, and October are the best traveling seasons in Beijing. So the April is coming in soon, and the climate changed a lot in the last 20 years. Normally, March was the time when there are a lot of high winds, like what we are having today, and much cooler than this. Around the temperature or 15 would be maximum in March. So when was young, but now it's getting warmer and warmer this way. Yes, yeah, it was freezing. So now we are heading into this furniture hall. Most tourists would miss out this section. Okay, here we haven't mentioned the Qing emperors yet. So those emperors, come on boy, could you please do me a favor? Thank you. So those Qing emperors, he retired at the age of 6. And then he still lived in the Forbidden City until 1924. Later on, he was kicked out of here at the end of 1924. In 1925, the whole complex opened to the public as a palace museum.
Only 1 year.
Yeah, so 1 year after he was being kicked out of the Forbidden City. So this year is the 100th anniversary of the foundation of the Palace Museum. Okay, so now let's continue to see more palace. Thank you, boy. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Do you understand the story that I just told you? How many emperors lived here? How many?
Exactly.
24.
24.
Okay, thank you, buddy. This is for you. Yeah, the weather is perfect today. Yes, beautiful weather.
You know why I asked you the question about the language? Because when we went to Hong Kong,
Yes.
they said that Cantonese was the most spoken language in that.
But still in the
Canton
south.
was forced to,
That's right.
to use Mandarin.
They nearly become the official language, nearly, in 1920s. Yes, nearly, but still no. Boys speak good English.
Their first language is English.
Really? Are they studying in the international school?
We always leave abroad. They never lived in Italy.
Really?
They were not even born in Italy.
Really? Where do you live now?
Now in Dubai.
In Dubai. Okay.
We used to live in Singapore for many years.
Really?
Paris, and they were born in France.
Okay.
Been around for a while.
That's nice. That's a good experience for kids. Be careful with your step. We can also take a picture here with that gate with the lines at the background. Okay? Anyone want me to take a picture of you? Just let me know. Yeah.
Michael, sorry, can you
So I
please
can,
take
sure.
Thank you. So, wait, maybe.